everyone, welcome back to a new video and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna talk about something that's very important to me, at least at this point in my fitness journey. So if you do not know what this channel is about, or you do not know me, my name is Zoe, and in this channel I just document my fitness journey. So 2 years ago I decided that I want to get into fitness. I want to take care of my health, I want to be strong, I want to be in shape, in better shape, and I just want to start a fitness journey basically. So this is where I document everything that I learn, because I'm learning a lot. I decided to use this platform to just share my journey. That is basically what I'm using this platform to do, to share my journey and hopefully inspire someone to start their fitness journey, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to start. When I started, my goal was to lose a bit of weight. I tried to implement whatever I've learned to try and lose that weight that I wanted to lose, and I did lose weight. And I shared a video with you guys. I'm gonna link it on the description box. I shared a video on my tips on how to lose weight. So today I just wanted to talk about gaining weight. My goal has changed. I now want to gain weight. I want to gain healthy weight. Just sharing with you guys how my journey has changed and what I'm doing differently in terms of nutrition, in terms of training. So far I have gained about 10 kilos in like 2 years, roughly 2 years. So firstly, what I want to talk about is nutrition. Nutrition is key. So in order for you to be able to gain weight and to gain healthy weight, you need to be on a caloric surplus. So what does that mean? It means that the energy that you consume must be significantly higher than the energy that you burn. Basically, your energy intake must be higher than your energy output, which means that you eat more food than you burn. So you eat more than you burn. What I'm trying to say, like on a nutshell, you need to be eating more than what you'd normally eat. You need to be consuming more food. I do eat more now, and then I do less cardio, which cardio just burns energy in your body, right? So now I do less cardio in order for you to gain weight. And this does not mean that you now must binge eat or eat everything. Stick to whole foods. So stick to whole foods, stick to healthy foods, stick to good food that is good for you. So just because now you're trying to gain weight, remember we're trying to gain healthy weight. Stick to your carbs, your micronutrients, carbs, fats, and protein, and also your micronutrients. You stick to those, and then you'll be good. You'll see yourself gaining weight because you're eating more, and then you're doing less of cardio. So which brings me to point number: decrease the amount of cardio that you do. So basically, when I was trying to lose the weight, I was not eating as much as I do now, and then I was doing a lot of cardio. Like if you've watched that video, you've watched my previous videos, I would explain that I walk to the gym and it's like 6-7 kilometers from where I stay, from home, and that's a lot of cardio every day. That's a lot of cardio. So that's maintained my weight loss journey. So now that I'm trying to gain weight, or now that my journey, the direction of my journey has shifted, I do not do as much cardio. I started like taking transport to the gym instead of walking to the gym, because in that way I would not burn as much calories than I would when I'm walking to the gym. Cardio is good for your heart. But because of the journey that I'm in now, I am trying to gain the weight. So doing a lot of cardio is going to like clash with my goals. It's counterproductive, so I have decided to scale down on the amount of cardio that I do. I personally, I just skip cardio. I just do a bit of cardio when I'm trying to warm up for my session, but other than that, I just don't do cardio anymore. I've learned you do not need as much cardio when you're trying to gain weight. So when it comes to point number 3, you need to consider weight training. You need to start considering resistance training, to start going to the gym to train with weights. So as opposed to just doing body weight exercises, you need some sort of resistance so your muscles can grow. Because once you add a stimulus to your training, a stimulus being weights or any form of resistance, but you can use bands just to add that resistance, but as time progresses you need to like add more stimulus to that, which I'm going to talk about later on. It can be intimidating to go into the weight section at the gym. I was at some points intimidated also, but fortunately for me, I had a training partner who is a guy, so I would go with him and just hide behind him. Okay, not hide, but I would go with him and train with him. So he introduced me to weight training, and that is exactly what you need if you're trying to gain health. You introduce, like I said, if you introduce a stimulus, which is weights, so it causes muscle tissue breakdown. So when your muscles break down, that is when they grow. So when you go to the gym, you tear up your muscles, they break down, you go back home, you eat some good food, you eat on a calorie surplus. Point number 1, you eat a lot of food, you rest, which is also important, and then your muscles can grow bigger and stronger. Which brings me to point number 4. Once you have started your weight training journey, considering that you have you don't need to necessarily master all your exercises, but basically familiarize yourself with what you're doing, know what you're doing, do your research, go on YouTube. You can find good videos on how to do certain exercises, because you don't want to hurt yourself, you don't want to injure yourself. You've familiarized yourself with that information, you know how to do the exercises now, you have confidence in yourself, you've built your confidence in the gym, then you can introduce what is called progressive overload in your training. So that is point number. Progressive overload is adding more stimulus to what you're already doing, adding more resistance to your training, like challenging your body more and more as time goes by. So if I start squatting today with a 10-kilo bar, just a bar, and a week goes by, another week goes by, a month goes by, 2 months go by, and I'm not adding anything, my body is going to get used to that. The stimulus was okay in week number 1, but when I'm in month number 3, add some weight on that bar. Make sure that you challenge yourself gradually add the weights. Don't just jump from just squatting with the bar and putting on 2 20 kg plates on that bar and start squatting. You're gonna hurt yourself. You don't want to do that. Gradually, like, introduce more and more weights into your squats, for an example. So progressive overload is not just limited to adding more weight. Try to challenge your body, because our bodies get used to a certain squatting with the same weights for 3 months. My body's already used to that. It does nothing for me basically anymore. It grows nothing. I'm already used to it. My body is used to it. It just challenge yourself with the exercises that you do. So that is basically what progressive overload means. You know your body best. Our bodies are different, so you know your body. I know my body. If for you squatting only a bar is still challenging after 2 months, then that's your body. But for some people, as time progresses, you find it easy and easier and easier. If something is too easy, then it's not going to work for you. You're just wasting your time. You need to be challenging things. Shock your body not like every time you go to the gym. Don't do that, but shock your body every now and then. You must shock your body, and so your body is like, okay, wow, what is this? what is happening now, because I'm used to this now, this is happening, so what should I do? Then your body surely would be forced to react to what you've added. It would be forced to react. Your muscle would be forced to tear up more, and it would be forced to grow. Point number 5, which is the final point. You how can I say this? You can't really manipulate genetics. That is very important to know. A lot of us have this idea of a body that we want. We have this body goal. We think that our bodies are just going to be exactly like that, and that is not the case. So we're trying to gain genes. They play a very important role. You are not gonna gain weight where you want it. Your body is gonna decide that for you. So as you are implementing point number 1, you're eating more than you used to eat. You're intaking more energy than you use. So your body is going to react to that. Decides where it takes fat, where it just stores fat. So for me, my body stores fat in this area, the abdomen area, the area around my waist, the back, my back, like my lower back. I cannot control that because I think that is genetics, and it is very important for me to accept, okay, this is where my body this is who I am. I am not, my fat is not gonna go to my thighs as I would like it to be. It's not gonna go to my ass as I would like it to be. It's just not gonna go there. So because I'm not built like that. It's just genes, and your body structure is just your body structure because that's your bone structure, and you cannot manipulate that. So as you are trying to gain weight, you will be gaining weight even in the places where you don't want to gain the weight, and it's just going to happen because that's how it is. So instead of worrying yourself with all the weight that you're gaining in all the wrong places, just remember why you started this. Continue to weight train. The areas that you're training, your focus areas, are going to grow as well. So in your period of bulking up or trying to gain the weight, always keep in mind why you started. Emotionally draining sometimes, because when I look at my pictures, my previous pictures back when I was trying to lose weight, I was starting to develop some baby abs, and now when I look at myself now, they're all gone and there's nothing left, and I'm left with just fat. But it is okay because I know why I started. I know where I'm going with it. It is okay because it's the whole process. You have to what did I say? You have to fall in love with the process. You have to fall in love with the process, or else it's not going to take you anywhere. So yeah, so those were my pointers on how to gain weight. As you're trying to gain the weight, you're going to gain muscle mass because you've implemented all the 5 pointers, all the 4 of them. But also you're going to gain fats. It's inevitable. You can't run away from it. You can't avoid it. You're going to be gaining fat as well because you're going to be eating more, doing less of cardio. You're going to be bulky because you're going to be training. You're going to be training more. You're going to be introducing resistance and stimulus into your muscles so that they grow. So you are most likely to be gaining fat as well. And so that is basically it for me, guys. So those were my pointers on how to gain healthy weight, on the change of direction of my journey. So yeah, that was it, and thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.